Greetings, I am Lies.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together. Alright, so welcome back to Lily's Garden, and I think we're going to renew the walkway? Ooh, it's renewing the walkway. We're gonna just hydrate and renew.
We've been doing a lot of that here. It's been over 100 degrees here lately where we've been living, and wow, it is La Toasty. So if you don't know, I don't know what that is in Celsius, but that's in Fahrenheit.
Right.
So just in case you're wondering, no, it hasn't been 100 degrees Celsius. That would be death.
That would be death. So much death. But it's been 100 degrees Fahrenheit for several days in a row, and it has been incredibly dry. Like, if you don't water the garden twice a day, it is dead. And that has been a little bit sad. But we have ditch water, which we are very privileged to have, because it runs through this entire neighborhood. And thankfully, that doesn't, then you're not using as much, like, city water for it and all of that. Anyway.
Yeah, well, there we go.
How are you with heavy lifting?
Dad says I have noodle arms.
Yeah, he says I have noodle arms, too. He may have a point. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence.
What?
Why don't you just be my moral support while I lift? I mean, she helped to carry in, like, that big-ass sculpture
I was about to say, what
earlier.
about the tree?
And the tree and various things, and get out a giant boulder at one point.
I know! What is she talking about?
Honestly, narratively, this is pretty silly.
This is pretty ridiculous. Okay, good job, Lily.
She's like, I will be a cheerleader. Let me just pull off my hat and wave it at you. Go, Lily, go.
You could do it. You could do it. I'm just here. Whee!
I haven't done anything yet. First, you gotta tell me how you want it to look. Honestly, it's a little weird, if you think about it, to give a child, and a strange child that you're not really connected to, full credence over a garden that is weighted with your livelihood.
Yes.
Going, I'm gonna let you choose anything you want, and whether or not I get to keep this garden based on Mr. Jones's arbitrary assessment will be on your head, not mine. Or if it fails, I'll have to go, shit, maybe I shouldn't have let Karen choose everything. I mean, like, it just seems like I am all for letting kids make big decisions. I really am.
Yes.
So I don't want it to sound like me going, don't let her choose. But in reference to Lily going, this is a make or break situation of I have somewhere to live or I don't. It seems very strange to just go, Karen, choose whatever you want.
Yes.
On the other hand, if Karen can only choose 3 things.
Yeah, well, it's also in reference to the fact, again, that, like, Lily's entire livelihood is staked on this, so it is still weird, and especially, she doesn't know what Philip Jones and his weird arbitrary desires and wants and wishes, wants. So,
And again, I would ask, in the game itself, where is she giving information to Karen? Does she have, like, now a paving catalog she's showing her?
Right.
Or are they going to the store to get tiles and letting her pick out what kind? Like, or is Karen just describing, I think a pale stone looks cool as shit. Like,
right.
I want to know.
What does it actually look like mechanics-wise?
Right.
It's one of 3 options, so how about this?
Oh no, the red one looks like it might be cool. Okay, that's gonna get leaves in it so bad with all the deciduous stuff here. Okay, that one's actually, like, grouted in place, so I like that. And that would be pretty good. So, friend, Oh, it changes the whole freaking fountain. I like that bit.
What? I didn't even notice.
Watch this. So, down there.
Purple.
Down here. And look at that fun little pattern.
Ooh.
I think I want to go with this one.
Okay,
so, like,
yeah, sure.
Both the second ones you could sweep and clean pretty easily. This first one, because of the gravel around it, is going to be harder to clean up the deciduous leaves.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that one.
Because those vines and things look completely deciduous, let alone all the bushes.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have leaves everywhere and not be able to clean it. Since when are we picking flowers? Since when? Also, we've got the border as well. Okay, that's kind of cute.
I kind of like a different color leading up, so...
Are we more like... I think burgundy looks a little too autumn.
Yeah, so...
I think,
purple?
and also bees love the lavender.
Yeah, let's, because we're still trying to encourage all the bees.
More bees.
Yes.
Cool. You just came up with that right out of your head and summoned it from my very own patron god. How'd you even do that?
Oh, I've been watching. Good job, Lily!
Mm.
Woo!
And by that, what I meant is I pulled up a stone, I said, how about this one? And you went, go, Lily! And then I chose.
Yeah,
I have seen so many people actually offer kids choices, and conceptual choices, and then go, what do you think of this? Great, that's what we'll choose then. And they only show them one option after verbally giving them more options.
Oh, God, yeah. Uh-huh.
And just sort of lead them through it of going, I've made it feel like you've chosen, even though nothing was, you didn't actually have a part in it.
It's always really interesting to me how much, honestly, people like to manipulate kids in that way of going, well, it's just so much work. Well, we really can't actually do that. I'm like, then don't lie to them.
I'll say,
tell them the truth. They will understand that. You are treating them then like any other adult. You're going, okay, so I would like it if we had these other options, but what we have is this thing. So we're going to go with this and make this the best we can. Mm-hmm. And then that's how that works, because that's how we work as being an adult.
Yep.
Damn it. Like...
I want to support Scandal really hard here and just be like, well, we've got a bunch of adults sort of manipulating and abusing each other, and it starts, when you're young with the models you have, and good job. Here we go.
Oh. Whee!
All right. Thank you. Your support means the world to me.
I mean, it kind of does. She's like, hey, your support means the world to me.
It'd have been better if we were building the world flower base when we said that.
Oh my God, that would have been brilliant.
Honestly, I was like, I really didn't want that comment to be there because we'd had so many fun little puns and plays on words that saying your support means the world to me when we built an actual world before.
Right?
Why not use it there? All right, so clear weeds. We're going to just remove the broken arches. I love that we can just dissolve things and drive them to a junkyard in our tiny non-existent car. Oh! These are hibiscus trees.
What's a meniscus?
Are your ears okay, dear? Or do we mumble? Did I stutter?
Oh. Did I stutter? Lily snaps, staring over at Karen. Karen, whoa.
Karen goes, excuse me, I'm hearing impaired. Why are you being so rude? And we go, oh my God. She collapses into herself. I'm so sorry, I didn't know.
Which she never asks.
Cartilage in the knee. Why?
I was about to say meniscus sounds really familiar. What?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What?
Lily, you're really gonna think that she wasn't asking about what you said? You're really not paying attention?
Oh my God.
Here we go.
You've got to be kidding.
Oh, you meant, okay. Hibiscus is a really pretty red flower, and you can make a tasty tea and juice from it.
So, it doesn't have...
My poor friend, we got this.
All right, it's fine. So it doesn't have anything to do with knees.
I mean, maybe the bee's knees. These flowers are the bee's knees. It does not. Here, let's get rid of these weeds.
More weeds. Lots of weeds later.
So many weeds. That actually wasn't that many weeds.
That wasn't a lot of weeds.
That was actually a pretty small amount of weeds.
Gardening sure is a lot of kneeling down.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And if that is the most kneeling you have to do in your life, you might be in good shape.
Woo! Unless you're Japanese, then you might have a whole hell of a lot more to do. Wait.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because basically you haven't... Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I'm grinning. You can't see it, but I'm grinning at my friend because she's actually Japanese.
I know that, but I was
and
just
the family's Japanese.
I was literally thinking that in her case, because of them being Japanese, usually you only kneel for profound respect or profound apologies, like submission. And if she never needs to apology or submit kind of thing unless you're sitting.
Yeah, which is still a lot of sitting
still a lot
people
of kneeling,
do. And also you sit whether or not you're performing,
now,
I think, like tea ceremonies or flower ceremonies, depending on your belief system.
The same as sitting on your knees.
I would say that it kind of is.
Okay, then never mind.
Because you can sit back on your heels. Kind of thing, like that kind of sitting, which is mostly, I think, what I've ever heard that individuals who are Japanese tend to do. So
see, and I was thinking more of that thing, where you lay yourself down, kind of in absolute,
Oh yeah, and I really necessarily wasn't, so that's fine.
Okay. Anyway, so knees, but gardening, yes, a lot of kneeling down, and in fact, they even have kneeling pads because there's so much kneeling in gardening. Because most plants are not as tall as we are. Yeah, but. Look how much better it looks now.
It's true. My meniscus hurts.
Yes! Well done!
Good job. That's more like a 9 or 10-year-old.
That is
good
so
job.
good of just going, I have picked up on what you've said. I know exactly what context you gave me. And now I'm going to apply it based on my prior knowledge of knees existing.
Yep.
That's so good. I love
Perfect.
that.
Good job. Very good. Very good.
All right, wait. I removed dead trees. You know what? Broken arches it is. Bye.
Sure, since we don't know which one we're doing. I guess it was the hibiscus one that they wanted us to do, but
we were on this path, and oh no. I chose one with grass growing between and through the tiles.
Oh no.
Like,
we'll
actually
have to go
through some of the tiles.
I guess we're gonna have to pick a different one then. We're gonna have to go and pick something else because it's gonna bug the shit out of my friend for a long time.
Because that's a sign that it's already fallen into disrepair, that you haven't laid it properly, that it's breaking up through the grout. It's in the other stones too. We're gonna have to choose something else. I apologize. I didn't know that was gonna be like that. These arches are looking pretty rough. We should just tear them down and replace them later. Because I have lots of money to do that. I mean, I can do it for free. I mean, let's not talk about money.
I get to break stuff? Oh my god! Yes!
Are we gonna compare you to your dad now? It's just one of those days.
Oh god.
No, we're gonna go empowering women by breaking stuff.
No. It's a song. It's just one of those days. You want to break everything. Everything won't shut up. It's that song. I think it's from Rage Against the Machine or whatever it is.
Oh,
that's
God.
A song.
Break stuff, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just
All
when
right.
you don't want to wake up, everything sucks. Everything. Yeah, it's just like, what?
Never mind. Let's get rid of these ugly arches.
I'm gonna get Dad's sledgehammer!
Oh God. And there she goes. Yes! A few hours later. Are you skilled with a sledgehammer? Do you know how to swing it like a proper lever? And good job if you do. Oh, she looks so happy. She's like, check me out. I am amazing. Oh, and Lily's doing the one dance she knows. The one dance she knows. And that was super cute.
That's
Beware the Ides of Arch. See, that's way better than the World one. That's so good.
That's so good.
That's
Good
so
job.
good.
So if you don't know, she's talking about the Ides of March.
Yes.
The Ides of March are in reference to Julius Caesar.
Yes.
And getting stabbed to death.
Well, but we did just beat these things to death, so,
Hail
parallels.
Caesar! Stab, 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 stab.
He said to bring a knife in the group chat. Oh.
Octavius said to bring a knife in the group chat.
Octavius! Oh my God. All right, so beware the Ides of Arch. I think, honestly, my favorite thing about this game really is Lily's cheesy little things like this. Of all the things, other than the bright color palettes, because a lot of those are a lot of fun.
Honestly, the bright colors are really nice. Woo! Excuse me. What?
I need to not make pop culture references to children. Actually, no. You just need to make relevant pop culture references because pop culture is a widely diverse and incredibly regional experience that is also greatly dependent on your time frame.
And also, I was going to say, in that way, it can actually be very sophisticated, too. Mm-hmm. And also, as well, I feel like that's a bit of a meta reference because the adults, which are obviously supposed to be some people like us, are going to be able to get the references and go, oh, the thing! And her going, I should not make them to children, but you made them more to us than the kid. So we get to go, ha ha ha, we know more than a made-up child that they wrote badly.
Okay, I'm going to put it on my resume, knows more than a poorly written fictional child. Done. That is my on my resume now.
Ah, perfect.
Smarter than a poorly written fictional child.
Smarter than a 5th grader that's made up.
Yay!
Yay!
So I don't agree with her here. And she might, again, now we have shown that Lily is discriminatory towards the only child we've ever seen her interact with, and that she doesn't seem to think very highly of kids in general based on those interactions and how she's treated Karen. But her saying something as blanket as pop culture references, like, pop culture is a huge pool to pull from, and it is everything that is modern popular culture. So pop culture, like pop music, is popular culture. So what's popular? Honestly, Julius Caesar and the Ides of March are not pop culture anymore. No. They are historical pop culture. And things can come back around in memes in the same way that, occasionally like Edgar Allan Poe stuff comes around in memes. But if you haven't been exposed to those particular memes, it's not your pop culture.
And my favorite thing is still about Edgar Allan Poe that still blows my mind. He's actually an American poet.
Yeah.
The way that everybody ever styled him or ever talked about him or whatever else, he's literally from the United States.
Yep.
And I had no idea until about 5 years ago that it was that thing. For some reason, even though I remember, and actually I'm pretty sure I still have one of the books, where I have a book of his poetry, where we were reading, famous authors, or people, who are part of the founding, basically process of America, what big figures were, big figures in literature were. And Edgar Allan Poe was one of them, and I still cannot believe I didn't put it together.
As far as I know, in fact, Edgar Allan Poe and Mark Twain even knew each other.
And
they
had,
did. Parallel careers to some degree. Yep. All right. Anyway.
Again, like I said, but it made it sound like it was all stylized.
Everybody goes, he's this dark British guy. And he's not.
Nope.
All right. I need to not make pop culture references to children.
Oh, well, too late.
Honestly, I don't agree with you, but that's fine. I think you need to be hip to their current pop culture, my bro.
My dude, my
bye bye.
Slice.
Wherever my dead trees
are. This one has
are,
so many in it.
They're
Have
leaving.
You noticed?
It really does.
I'm like, damn.
Now we got to get these dead hibiscus trees out of here. Are hibiscus they are a tree? I forgot. I thought they were a bush for a minute. I am wrong.
They're not that big. I can probably help with these.
Sure, absolutely. Let's support you. I love that. Ready? You go back and forth so hard in what you believe she can do.
It's true.
2 dead trees later. Honestly, Lilia, how did you recognize those? Okay, everything else that she's recognized, there's generally been some sort of justification for it. Like, my aunt taught me about the bees. I recognize this because of these things. I know what this is because of such and such. These are hibiscus trees. What? Instead of, I know this because trees can be very hard to recognize sometimes when they're dead, because a lot of people identify them by their leaves and lesser by their bark, and even lesser by their actual pattern of, like expression with their branches.
Yes.
So your average person who doesn't know a whole lot of botany is usually like, that's a maple leaf, so this is a maple tree. Or they bring the entire picture together of going, yeah, quaking little leaves and thin white trunks with black, details on them and a tall, narrow build. Oh, that's an aspen tree.
Right.
But it's not just, it's not just one thing. It's a whole formula coming together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Wow, I'm so strong. Wait till I tell Dad I lifted a whole tree. Yeah.
Honestly, that's great. And the thing is even
Badass.
If you lift it piece by piece, you have lifted and moved an entire tree.
Yep, you totally have.
Move over, Wonder Woman. Now that's nice.
No need to compete with her. We can be on the same team.
That's even better. I'm not going to compete girls against girls. We're just going to work together.
We're going to work together, and I might even date one. Watch me.
Lily suddenly going, oh my God, I think I heard that progressive language before of going, girls should support each other. You might be more mature than I'm giving you credit for. I like your style, kiddo.
I hope so.
Do you like her style, though? All right, plant hibiscus trees. Okay, this time we're not going to remove a perfectly healthy lemon tree and shove something else in there. We're actually going to take out hibiscus and plant hibiscus. Well, I think we can do it.
Yep, let's do it. Let's do it. We can do it.
All right.
Do it.
Here we go.
Do it.
We can plant new hibiscus trees now.
Let's do it.
Do it. We're going to carry
Do it.
whole entire
Do it.
streams in.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
No complaints, no jokes, no nagging.
Not this time. I just want to try some juice.
Oh. Wow.
So we're going to have to pick
if
hibiscus.
we go get whole hibiscus trees that are currently in bloom, as far as I know, it's a really bad idea to move them while they're in bloom. Like most things, I understand that it's a bad idea to move them while they're in bloom. Like, it's not the end of the world, but you have less chance of success from what I've understood, and you tend to lose any potential crop from them, either of seeds or fruit, because of the amount of drain it puts of the tree or plant. It often just kills off all the flowers.
I was about to say the amount of trauma, like whiff.
Of going, yeah, I've lost this. Also, bringing in full-size trees.
Oh no, but I don't know what hibiscus look like. Are they all hibiscus?
Usually hibiscus look like this.
Oh, that's hibiscus. That's great.
Your great big like Hawaiian flowers that they do in the hair kind of thing.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And you can grow them in California. Given that my dad lives there, I have seen them, but I have not seen any other colors.
That is wild.
I would tend to go with red because it's what I'm familiar with. I also would really like to remove that browning sort of sad bush behind the hibiscus.
I would too, but I imagine that's going to be a part of the weeds.
Maybe, but we already removed the weeds. Maybe it's just going to stay there.
I don't know.
That's one tree down. Oh, we have to do them as two separate trees.
Yes. Juice! 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 Juice!
Okay, Okay, can you imagine taking this tree and like putting it in the back of Lily's car with those flowers just getting torn off in the wind while she drives it over here? Because that's what I was picturing.
Yes, I can.
Oh, we gotta plant the other one too. Two first. The other one two first.
The other one first. You gotta flip it around. The other one first, too.
Right. We gotta plant the other one too. We'll do that first. I just just say two or first. Pick one. Oh my god.
No, two.
Oh, we've got like tears in the eyes. She's so sad.
Oh,
whoa, that's intense. No. Like looking at the juice.
No, juice. Well, in the next one, then, we're going to get enough tree to juice ourselves to death. So thank you very much for joining us, guys. I have been Scandal, and if you like what we do, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And please also feel free to go check out our Ko-Fi or our Patreon. We got some links in the description down below. If you'd like to support us, if you'd like to sponsor us, if you would just honestly like to tip us because you think we're awesome.
Aha! And we're actually really close to 300 subscribers as of this video, and I'm kind of charmed by that. So if you actually think anyone you know might be interested in any of our videos, or really like enjoy some of it, laugh their butts off, or even learn something or start a good conversation, please, if you feel comfortable, point them in our direction or share some of our media towards them. And I have been Liz.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!